Hi everyone, thank you for joining me on this part 1 series of glyphosates and our health. You may have heard of glyphosates, but today we're going to talk a little bit more about what they are and how they affect our health. Now, glyphosates are a herbicide. They were originally engineered to grow genetically unmodified organisms, so GMOs, and they are designed to kill anything non-GMO. Like Roundup, they are used globally and account for over 60% of all herbicides usage. So basically, they're everywhere. And unfortunately, with the use of these herbicides over the last 40 some odd years, they were introduced in 1974, there is a definite link to increased disease growth. So research is now showing that these glyphosates are actually getting deep-rooted into our bodies, for example, in our teeth and in our bones. So what happens when we ingest them? Well, when we ingest a glyphosate, it triggers inflammation in our GI tract, in our guts. And what you may already know is that our gut health is so important. Not only does it help with the absorption of our nutrients from our food and from our supplements to our cells, but it acts as a barrier of all bad things that come into our body. So the toxins, all the things we don't want and don't need into our system. And this is often linked with intolerances and allergies. And our gut wall actually houses 70% of the cells that make up our immune system. So that is 70% of our immunity is monitored by our gut. And our gut is considered our second brain. So our gut health in general is really, really important to maintain. But more specifically, when it comes to glyphosates and our gut, glyphosates have been linked to cause leaky gut, to wipe out our good bacteria and our probiotic, to reduce the function of our microvilli. Now, microvilli are the finger-like projections that protrude from the small intestine. So they help with the absorption and transporting all the micro and macronutrients into our bodies. So they're really important. And glyphosates have been linked with killing our microbiome. Now, I know I just threw out some more technical terms with you, but the big piece to remember is the health of our guts is so vital for our health and well-being. Now, unfortunately, with glyphosates, it's not just about what we eat. Now, don't get me wrong, eating packaged processed foods, eating out a lot, eating conventional over organic is not good for you, not good for our bodies. But and the bodies of our loved ones and our little ones too. This is not just about us, it's also about our kids. But these herbicides are getting into our bodies through our skin, through our eyes, through breathing. They have been found to be in the environment, in our water supply. They are applied into a lot of agricultural and forestry practices, and people use them on their gardens and lawns to kill the weeds without realizing the damage that they do. So they are getting into our systems, into our environment in many different capacities. Now, some symptoms I just want to throw out to you just in case to kind of give you an idea of if you have a weakened immune would be if you have skin issues, headaches, foggy head, joint pain, or an inability to lose weight, or maybe even being tired quite a bit. So those, again, are some symptoms of a weakened gut. So I'm going to wrap it up for today. Thank you so much for listening to me, for joining me today. If you have any questions, please message me. And stay tuned for next week, because next week I'd like to invite you to the part 2 of this series where we actually look at what we can do to help prevent and even fix the gut health, our gut, and the challenges that it faces with dealing with things like glyphosates. Thank you.